Imagine that. I'm doing for 9 years now.
FPV University began creating videos for YouTube in 2016 and rapidly started to attract attention as an expert in FPV, and particularly INAV. His main focus was on detailed tutorials, tuning and build videos. Additionally, being an INAV software developer contributed to strengthening his reputation. In total, Pavel produced over 1,000 videos and live streams. Then, in mid-2024, he vanished. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. What happened? Why a year ago I disappeared from YouTube, TikTok, Instagram and all this social media. And on top of that, I also stopped developing INAV. If I would be a cynical man, which I am, I could always say that I just got bored and found something new to play with. But in reality, it's slightly more complicated than that, and I think it was a really long process. Let me share some insights because I think you deserve to know. Probably the biggest thing that made me stop doing what I was doing was my depression. Somewhere a year ago, I published a video when I suggested if you feel you are depressed, you should get help. And I still say what I said back then. If you are feeling down, get help. But the depression itself was only part of the whole story. The other part was that FPV and RC, and as the result also the INAV, was not really giving me as much fun as it was giving me before. Why? Don't know. But the reality was that flying was meh, building was meh, recording videos about flying and building was meh, and also developing INAV was meh. And if you feel meh about things that you say you love to do, why to do it at all? Meh is the exact opposite of loving to do what you do. I'm a simple, honest man. If I don't like doing something, I will not be doing it. On top of that, the situation of the RC and FPV especially got kinda complicated, and it got complicated not only by the regulations and laws, etc., but by the war in the Ukraine. For you, my viewers, living far from Europe, this might be just some conflict happening somewhere. But for me, for the people in Poland, in the Eastern Europe, this is a very real thing. It's one of the neighbor countries attacking another of my neighbor countries, and one of those countries is equipped with nuclear weapons. And I know that the country I'm talking about would not really mind attacking other countries as well. Yeah, over here the war is a real thing. We have refugees, we have Russian airplanes breaking into Polish airspace, we have drones flying, we have rockets exploding. There is no active war, but the war is real. And because one of the biggest development of the war in Ukraine are the usage of the FPV drones, the general media narration and probably the population fear of the FPV drones is very, very real. Of course, it's not a breaking change for me, but definitely it was one of the things that made me enjoy FPV less and less. Another aspect of me taking a break from YouTube, and not only, is that, well, I'm fucking tired. Why am I tired, you might ask? Because over the last few years I built a house. Okay, I have not really built everything by myself, but then it's still quite a lot of things to do, and wanting to save some money, well, quite a lot of money, I built the attic by myself. Everything on the attic of the house I did myself. I was tired. I was so fucking tired that after working here for a few hours a day, after doing 9 to 5 job, I really was nowhere even close to a position of thinking about recording another YouTube video. But at least now I have a pretty amazing workspace. And then comes the aspect of money. Yes, money is important, always, especially if you want to buy or spend money on stuff. And please do remember that work that one puts into recording a video or developing new feature of iNav also can be kinda converted to money. And because being a medium-sized channel on YouTube actually sucks, well, the channel was not really going as well as I hoped it might go. Why, you might ask? Well, it's actually quite simple. When you're a small YouTube channel, you do everything only because you like it. There's no money involved, nobody pays you anything, it's just fun of being a creator. Then, when you are a super big or just a big channel, well, you are able usually to support yourself from doing this, and money flows in because you have ads, you have sponsorship deals, you have all those elements that allow you to convert your YouTube channel, hobbystic YouTube channel usually, into a, well, be honest, a company that allows you to support yourself. But if you're a mid-sized channel like mine, well, you're screwed. Hey, money is not really going in. You want to know how much I get from the YouTube ads on this channel, having like 50-something thousand of subscribers and in the best times generating more than 100,000 views per month? $100. What can I do for $100? Well, not really that much. Of course, I have my patrons, it's amazing. I have my supporters over here on the YouTube, it's even more amazing. But then, if you think that producing one video takes 8, maybe 10 hours, maybe even slightly more, because you have to script it, you have to record it, you have to edit this thing, you have to work on the thumbnails and intros and all those magical stuff you really do not have to think when you are a small YouTube channel, well then, producing a YouTube video is getting extremely costly. It's not that you have to spend this money to be able to produce a video, but you spend a lot of time that you can utilize there in any other way you want. A lot of work and very little returns. Having viewers' approval is cool, but well, having viewer approvals will not buy you a new camera or a lens, or a microphone, or lightning, or anything you might really imagine. And that's more or less the whole story of me disappearing a year ago. Well, I'm not really gone. I'm still around. I think I'm right now in the place when I think I can produce one video once a while. Like, I don't know, every month, maybe every quarter. I have a few ideas. I even scripted some videos. If I only will find some time and the will to put the effort into it, I can put a few videos over here. And I will. I'm also planning maybe to return to iNav a little, maybe, not decided yet. We still have quite a lot of feature not released as iNav 8.1, but when it will happen, I don't know. All the rights to the repository were given to someone else, and at the moment someone else is the official maintainer of the iNav flight controller software. When in need, I will help, but I will not pull it through as before. Because it's just meh. Usually, in this place, I would say my regular line. This is the FPV University, I'm Paweł Spychalski, thank you very much for watching, etc, etc, etc. But instead, to be probably more in line with the feeling of this video, I will just say that, well, it was quite refreshing to be able to talk to you again. I'm not going anywhere, I still will be around. Stay tuned for more videos, because they will come, definitely they will come, and thank you. On a different note, imagine what would happen if I did what I did, but instead looking like this, I looked like that. The internet as we know it might have looked completely different.